Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are going to be exploring a brand new color in a brand new mold that I have prototyped on this channel before. Color we're going to do is Violet 193 from Lureworks. This is supposed to be a super vibrant purple. Looks a little dark in the bottle, but I guess we'll see. We're going to do one with blue and one with copper. And then I think we're going to do a laminate. So we are using, this is our Flat Shad mold. In the previous video I just demoed what this will look like. It's like a little fish looking swimmer, and has the hook slot. These things really perform really well. You Texas rig them, I mean, this tail just kicks like no one's business. These are awesome. So as of the release of this actual video, this will not be out yet. We are pushing this over into production, and we will release this probably in the next coming weeks. But this, with our company, this bait is not officially out yet. So we're going to have a little bit of prototyping action. So we will be right back as soon as our plastic is ready. Okay, we are back. I know our plastic looks a little frothy there, but it is just bubbles. I typically am not heating what is this, 4 ounces, like half of a cup. So I just overheated a little bit. When it gets close to the wrong temperature, it'll start bubbling and all that sort of stuff. So we're probably right before that. I do have a thermal, like a meat thermometer and all sorts of different ways I can determine this, but I can just tell from stirring it. It is very ready. Very past the melting point between the two. That's just a bunch of bubbles. So we're going to go in with, let's do like, let's see, we're at half a cup. Let's do 20 drops. Alright. As expected, very, very bright purple. Let's go in with a 1/4 of large Blue Flake. I like that. That Blue Flake really just shines. Let's go ahead and shoot this and see what we get. Of course, if there's anything I am good for, it's sucking up a lot of air. That's okay. This is a 10-ounce injector, and that's a 4-ounce cup, so I feel like some of that is to be expected. That Blue Flake is so vibrant in that purple. Alright, we'll be right back and we will demold this. Alright, we are back. This is off the end of the injector, and I gotta say, this is such a vibrant color. I love this color. I mean, this is probably the best purple I've ever used. This purple beats the shit out of, let's see, all the competitors. I've never used a purple this vibrant before, so very grape colored, and the blue is just startling in there. Kind of gives it, there it kind of looks blue. Move it over, it's kind of looking a little purple. the Blue Flake actually gives it some kind of like almost like a color shift. So you can see purple there and blue on the other side. So let's go ahead and open this mold, not mole. This is the sprue I just pulled out, vibrant as usual. Alright, and my suspicion that we did not have enough plastic. This is probably like I don't know, 8 ounces or something. So we'll come back and shoot this again, but this turned out just super vibrant. I mean, this will catch fish all day long. I like this so much, I'm bringing this to, we're doing a trade show in January. I'm bringing this color. So, we'll be right back. We're going to reshoot this mold, and we're going to get some actual filled out baits, and I will show you that next. Okay, here we are again. As you can see, I actually mixed up like 2 cups of it. Exact same recipe. This time, I just made sure that there was enough so that we could fill the entire mold. So, as I said before, this color is absolutely incredible. I like this so much, I'll be pushing this into production. This is worthy of getting hundreds and hundreds of baits made in the same color, and probably pushing out to some of our retail locations even. But there we go, like a deep plum, and then the Blue Flake kind of gives it like a almost like a blue color shift. So alright, there is the blue in the Violet 193. Smashing success, 100% I'd throw this. This is an amazing color. And we're going to be right back, and we're going to do the purple, or the Violet 193, and some copper flake, and see how it works. Okay, we're back. This is already mixed up, exactly same recipe as before. We did 1 cup of plastic, we got 40 drops. I made sure it was a cup this time so that we can actually fill the mold. And we're going to do 1/4 of gold. Well, this is called marigold, but essentially it's just copper. I think we're actually going to do another 1/4. So, initial impression of the copper, you can't really see it. Let me see here. I might have, let's see, I want something a little bit more vibrant. Maybe that'll work. This is like gold, red, yellow color shift. Still not a huge fan. I think, let's see, I have some orange, and I think orange would do very well. Sorry, I have to unbury it from my metric ton of other glitters. Alright, we didn't even measure that out. Let's see what we get. Good thing this is a bit of a thicker bait. If this were a thin bait, all this glitter just wouldn't play very nicely. Alright, let's go ahead and shoot it and see what we get. I feel like because it's kind of a dark purple, you need to have something vibrant, you know, very... And I bet green would look incredible. We might do green actually next. That would be like a June bug color. Let's see how this turns out, and we'll go from there. Okay, we're back. Let's check out this orange. Orange and copper, I guess. Not as bad as I was first thinking. I think this is just a symptom of me putting so much flake in there, just kind of darken the color down a little bit. Still definitely a cool color. Kind of like a reddish purple. And you can see purple flake in there too. Cool color. I think that maybe I would like to see more of the purple come through though. So we're going to be right back. We're going to do one more. We're going to do a laminate, and we're just going to do pure violet 193 with no flake at all, and then we'll do a clear, like a pearl colored body. Okay, we are back. We're going to do a laminate as our last little thing here. And we're going to do violet 193 on top and then a pearl belly. For pearl bellies, I really like this combination right here. Silk Pearl 164 from Lureworks. Awesome, awesome powder. And then iridescent pearl from MF. Ziners, Ben Ziner sells this now. And the MF website's been down for forever. But we're going to do an eighth of the powder. And you can go ahead and do a flat eighth. And we'll probably do about 20 drops of this. Alright, that is about 20 right there. I've been using this combination to make pearls and bellies for a very, very long time, and it's just the closest I've come to like the perfectly smooth pearl belly. I also use this in baby bass. But there is our pearl side. There's our injector, and here's our block. And then let's do, we've got 1 cup, so we'll do 35. Alright, actually I'm going to stop it at 30. That is saturated enough. And we'll go ahead and draw it up. Put our block on it. And shoot the mold. And just make sure you hold pressure for about 20 seconds. And there you go. We will be right back as soon as this is ready to demold. Okay, we're back. This is the sprue off the injector. you can see that this pearl, this is why I use that combination, perfectly silky smooth. And if you add like flake into this, like gold or black, I mean, it just becomes incredible. There's no splotch marks at all, just like perfectly smooth. So let's go ahead and open up this mold and see what we got. It's a lot hotter than it's supposed to be. Alright, here we go. This is the purple side. Looks like a little bit bled over or something. Or that's also not exactly the best dual injector. That's just a cheap, it's not my bass tackle, so let's see. Yeah, guess it bled a little bit. Could also be the mold, not sure. But in either case, this is kind of a good example. This is what I wanted to show anyway, is just really like this purple against a pearl background. And you can see it just lightens it up. It becomes very vibrant. The top is kind of like a dark purple, and then the bottom, of course, would be this normal, you know, pearl color. But I did just want to show that highlight, the difference. When you stack it on top of colors, it can darken it, it can lighten it. For instance, if you were to put this purple, you know, on top of a black, right, then this purple would be so dark you probably wouldn't even be able to see it. So there we go. That is going to do it for our video. We've got this oddly colored one. I'm not sure if it's the mold or perhaps the dye bled a little bit. Not quite sure, but in either case, I just really wanted to point that out. So we'll be right back for last look. Alright, here we go. This is last look. These are the three colors we shot in the order that we shot them. First we have the violet with the blue flake. This turned out so incredible that I am going to make this myself. Next we have the violet with the orange flake, and if you'll remember, this was just the absolute overload of flake. I put orange, I put copper, I put, some color shift flake, right? So I think it just ended up being too much. If this were like a purple with an orange, I'd probably really like it. This would probably really work. I mean, you know, South Africa Special is a color, which is, you know, black with gold, purple, and silver. Sorry, purple, red, and silver. Or it could be purple, red, and gold. And that works really well. So I don't know. In dingy water, this would probably work really well. I mean, I'd definitely throw this color. I would just want less random color flake, and like, I wish we had just done orange from the start. And then we have the last one, the attempted laminate. I don't know if it's the mold. It could have been that the two colors were different temperatures. I mean, there's 1,000 things. It, you know, could have just been that's a cheap Amazon injector, dual injector. Not a pricey, expensive one that I have sitting on the shelf behind me. But anyway, in either case, I just wanted to highlight that this violet becomes much more pronounced when you put it on something like a white or a silver background. So there you go. That is Violet 193. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments.